EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 between the Indianapolis Colts and the Brooklyn Bulls. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones. So the completion good for 7 there. And it's 3rd and 4 now. This defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball? Or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright?
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Here's Murray. And that will be incomplete.
That was the first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he's going to be stopped here on this first play as he gets it to the line of scrimmage and no more. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They run it again with Chubb. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave them with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
So this game, Charles, you know, we talk about potential unbeaten seasons a lot. It feels like every year at some point in the season we talk about that. But this is one of those games where if you're unbeaten, you got to be careful. You can't take this one too lightly.
You're exactly right about that, and by rights, this should be a cakewalk. Almost a week off. Let the starters run up the score in the first half. Backups get to play in the second. But you and I both know the funny things sometimes happen when you think this way. So it's incumbent upon the starters to really play well to make it work for this team.
Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
And that's going to be incomplete. Boy, nearly intercepted right away. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have any options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
On play action, they'll throw. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 25-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
With that impact, I fully expected the ball to pop free. I still remember an old defensive back friend of mine. He used to say, guess what? Even if they catch the ball, make sure they have a memento to take back to the sideline.
Hey, check that.
Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Back to throw here. He's going to be sacked. Back at the 23-yard line.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, he got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the first quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try and apply them in this game to see if they fixed what was wrong with them in the last game.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a sharp throw right there on 3rd down. They're looking to get the first points of the game, and they certainly don't want to be on a field goal. So that's a nice job to get the hook up and set up a 1st and goal.
Here we go now on 1st and goal.
19
They'll run with Chubb. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up.
That's a great run right there on 1st down. Didn't quite get into the end zone, but now you've set yourself up for at least 2, maybe 3 more shots from close range.
Second and goal from the 1. They'll try again with Chubb, and not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
From back at the 3 now, this is 3rd and goal. They'll give it to Chubb. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Nick Chubb, his 7th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Bulls will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
So that a great sequence for these guys to begin the ball game. They force the punt on one end, then come right down the field and score on the other.
And that's a great example of leaning on each other and building a little momentum that way. How about the defense forcing the punt? Turns it over to the offense with confidence, and they take it downfield and score.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. Now Murray. Under pressure, and down he goes. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on second.
Well, that's an excellent way to get the pass rush activated. The first sack of the game for them comes on the first play of the drive, and it makes it very tough for the opponent to pick up a first down now, playing behind the sticks.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. To throw, it's Murray. Under pressure, they got him again. Jeremy Chinn, so dangerous wherever he's at on the field, and that time he gets in there for the sack.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Now on 3rd and forever, he'll look to throw. This one swung out here to Jones. And he'll take this one up to about the 6-yard line. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And now a low liner. I think he mishit him. And that one didn't accomplish a whole lot. It'll be down inside the 35-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. This will be caught. Judy. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. And again, it's Chubb. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Nick Chubb, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Bulls go up by 2 touchdowns. Carlson on for the PAT. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Next, the score Bulls 14.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. From the 24, Murray. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And this pass rush has really been bringing the heat and has already gotten home a few times here in the first half. So how about the play call there? Sometimes if you can't protect, you've got to fool them. Screen passes like that can take a little steam out of what's been a relentless rush so far.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Give him 32 yards as we inch our way to the 2-minute warning.
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit. And that might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
Throwing on first down is Murray, being chased out left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Murray. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Murray going to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up 3rd and long, and this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal because just a few plays ago, they looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Off the option, it's Jones. And he's going to come up well shy of the first here as the tackle's made right around the 12. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Already down 2 scores. They're going to go for this rather than settle for 3. They're going for it. Hits Murray. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And as a result, possession switches hands. A chance to get some momentum here in the 2nd quarter, getting their first trip into the red zone, but unable to get it across.
And if I'm the head coach, sure, you feel some disappointment, maybe a little bit of deflation there because you didn't get it in, but I'm going straight to rah-rah mode. All right, guys, we didn't get it this time. It's only the 2nd quarter. We'll be back. Let's get it later on. I want to keep this team up. I don't want them to feel like they've let everyone down.
Positive.
Got to be positive in this situation. It's too early to think that you don't have a chance to win this game.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 46 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
They go play action here on first down. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The two big plays right in succession as this one goes for 27.
And partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. He's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for the defender to shadow him across all that ground.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Bulls will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And with only 9 seconds remaining, with not much time, we'll see how they play this. Murray's throw complete there to St. Brown. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
It's a gain of 20. First down, Colts.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. An inside give to Jones. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
Second down, here's Chubb again.
4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
Well, speed is definitely a calling card if you play quarterback in this league, and he does a terrific job there hustling in quickly to make the play. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th.
Here's A.J. Cole now.
And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And this ball is going to be touched down just shy of midfield.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
They'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive.
They'll try and get the running game going with Jones.
And he'll work down inside the 45. That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
They give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
On play action, it's Murray. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down.
Off the option, it's Jones.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts 1st down.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Now Murray off play action.
Across the middle, he finds Robinson.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That goes for a gain of 31.
You can feel the effort all the way up here. He tried his best to get there. Didn't quite make it, but down around the 2-3-yard line, gotta love the effort, and especially the big play that gave his offense a great opportunity.
Jones is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up
2nd down and goal. Murray caught on the right side by Jones. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. They'll wind up losing a couple yards here on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down and goal.
That's a great job of tackling right there. If he could have made the first man miss, maybe he could have taken it into the end zone. Instead, they stopped him pretty well right in his tracks, and you often see that in the red zone. Offense has to be quick. In this case, the defense is quicker.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Murray sets to throw on 4th. And touchdown on the season.
And the Colts' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone.
They'll take over first down and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Check man, check man. Read alert, read alert.
They're going to look to throw. He's got a man, complete. Touchdown. Jerry Jeudy, 59 yards. And the Bulls will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. Now, he's tough to contain as it is, but in man coverage with a pretty deep pass downfield, really tough to contain.
And it's so difficult because every play you've got to consider he might try and run past you. So your goal as a defensive back is to give him plenty of cushion, meaning lots of space between you and him. If he wants to catch the short stuff, come up and secure the tackle, hit him a bunch during the game, and try and keep him in front. If you turn your head for a second, if your concentration wanes,
bye-bye.
He just takes off and goes, and I think that's what we just saw there.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. They'll try the right side with Jones. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing now is Murray. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jones. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So both teams trade touchdowns, and the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. You're watching the NFL on EA. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. And that's hauled in by St. Brown over the middle. 2 yards on the pickup there, and it's 2nd down.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
On second down, it's Jones.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Shotgun now from Murray. Man open is Robinson. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Allen Robinson, 68 yards.
And the Colts have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that cuts the lead to 28-14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now Chubb running right. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
90 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. They'll go left side on the ground with Chubb. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
That gives him 98 yards in this game, and he's going to feel pretty good about that, but the entire offense does. The big thing, though, Brent, they've got to get to 100, though.
You think he knows he's at 98?
I think someone has told him by now, and here's the thing. Getting to 100 or more is tangible evidence that you've had a nice day running the football, and that's what his offensive line wants for him and for themselves.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Wide open receiver complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Well, it's time to give more credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Now 2nd and 9 from the 10.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
Looking for Ridley on the out route. He's got it.
And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. Calling a gain of 6 on the play. And now it's 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st.
They'll look to throw again. going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line.
Multiple players getting home there, and it's a loss of 2 on the sack.
And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
Here we go, here we go.
He'll drop to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there. A beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game.
And the Bulls add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Murray looks to throw again, 2nd and 10. And that'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. That'll give him 60 yards receiving now as he's got a first down.
And the Colts first down.
They fake the handoff. Now Murray.
He'll go right back to St. Brown.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down.
A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss.
This is caught inside the 15. A big play there for Indy. 44 yards. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
Now Murray again. Touchdown Colts. Aaron Jones with career touchdown number 91. He joins a group that includes Tony Dorsett and Isaac Bruce, among others.
And the Colts are able to cut into that deficit.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
Colts 21.
The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone.
Now a hit and a loose football. And the Colts pick it up. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line.
So a turnover there on the kickoff. And don't look now, but that just made things a little more interesting.
Very interesting, because when you're trailing in a game, These are mistakes that you pray for. You just went down and scored. Now you get the football right back with another great opportunity.
Murray now on first down. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high-percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
All right, now a big two-point conversion attempt still to come. Back to throw, Murray. And this is going to be incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of two-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
19 Tiger, 19, 77 Wolf. Alert, alert.
Up the middle, it's Chubb. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second. Now a timeout called for by the defense as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. Second and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run. That one looks like he'll throw here. That's caught inside the 20.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll set up a throw. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
Well, this has been another impressive display by this undefeated team, Charles, and it looks like they're going to stay that way after this one.
Yeah, one of the league's best offenses, they stayed on brand in this contest because they continue to look good at what they do. Just added a late touchdown. Now they're really hammering home just how good they've been all year long, letting the rest of the league take notice.
An extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble to bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
Murray, one final try. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game.
A higher scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League, but fun to watch these offenses. They were really clicking. It's